Okay, more this way. Hi, welcome to Soul Source and my YouTube channel. My name is Karen LaPuma, and I'm the author of a series of books called A Toolkit for Awakening. Today, I want to talk to you about the astrological significance of these times. Wow. We've been talking about 2020 for decades, and it didn't disappoint us with awe and wonder. Well, the next 2 months, month and a half, we have to finish up this year, we have an intense time. First of all, November 12th is the third Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. Jupiter is amplification, and that has to do with, it's like turning up the volume, and it's conjunct Pluto, which is the primal energy of transformation, death, rebirth. And so we have this deep probing energy going on. And this is the third one. The first one was in April. We had a spike in the coronavirus. June was the second one. We had a spike in the coronavirus. And now, 12th, we have a spike. So this was also correlated with the 1918-19 Spanish flu. So somehow it's amplifying that death, rebirth, transformational energy that this coronavirus is. It's deadly, but it's also pushing us in and to reevaluate what's real and true in our lives. So, so that's the 12th. And on the 13th, we have Mars goes retrograde. Mars is retrograde and goes stationary direct, so it changes gears. Have you been feeling a little bit lethargic or frustrated or a sense of aimlessness? Well, this is symbolic of Mars retrograde. It amplifies the energy, so now things should be moving forward. And this is in its own sign of Aries, which also makes it more profound. So things should pick up, truly. And on the 14th, we have a new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is the deepest and most probing sign of the zodiac. It wants us to delve deep into our unconscious and our wounding and to heal and regenerate ourselves. A new moon is when the sun and the moon are together. And this one is at 23 degrees, 8 minutes, I think. Yeah. 23 Sagittarius, 23 Scorpio. And 8. So where is Scorpio in your chart? That is where the time of setting new intentions and about what's regenerating. I also really want you to look at your wounding and your shadow part of yourselves. And, often we see our shadow through people of the same sex that we don't like. So, I think I'm easygoing, but I don't like, bossy people, but I guess I'm bossy on some level. Anyway, but that is something I don't see about myself. So that's what and the shadow has some power in it. It's not just negativity. So this is a time, but it's a beautiful new moon because it's sextiles, which is an opportunistic aspect with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. These are the heavies that have been causing a lot of this death, rebirth, transformational energy. Again, Jupiter expands and opens up and brings on more of the world. Pluto Pluto is a sense of death, rebirth, transformation, and Saturn is binds, restricts, limits, controls, and brings to form and manifest. So there's an opportunistic quality to this time. It's very, very powerful. Okay, so also on the November 17th, we have Mercury is in Scorpio, which is probing deep energy, and it's the third opposition with Uranus, and Uranus is the awakener. It's a higher active of Mercury, and so we have this can indicate revelations or thinking from a highway. It can also bring secrets and disclosures coming up from that are being disclosed right now. So this is a very profound time, and we've had 3 of these so far. And then then we have on the 28th of November, we have Neptune going stationary direct. So this is so we have everything going direct from except Uranus, the rebel genius, and Chiron, the wounded healer. But Neptune is the mystical escapist. It represents spirituality and imagination and creativity and intuition, but also illusions and delusions. And this Neptune has been forming that T-square with the nodal axis, which is Gemini and Sagittarius. And this has to do with the disseminating of knowledge. So we don't know what's true and what's false, and that's a truth. So what's going on? And also, then we have solar eclipse season, which is on November 30th. We have a lunar eclipse, which is an opposition, and that's at 8 Gemini, and that was I'm calling him Donald. Donald's it's a sensitive point. It's like his pre-eclipse before he was born. He was born on an eclipse, and that's an indication of a sensitivity. And it's also on the United States Uranus. So there's change happening, and this is a very sensitive point. And it November 14th is right on Donald's moon south node, and so there's kind of a loss and discouragement, like it goes out in some ways. And this period can last for eclipses are not just a month like new moons and full moons. They could represent months. I mean, 6 months or so. So this is intense time right now. And just to preview, we have Mars coming to a square with Pluto, with Eros that we had back in May when, and so the voice wants to be heard. Eros is the goddess of discord, which is speaking the truth and voices that need to be spoken. And so that's December 23rd, but the great conjunction is on December 21st. That's Jupiter conjunct Saturn. And what's potent about this is a 20-year cycle of social economic. They call it the great conjunction. But what's so important about this one is that we're moving out of Earth and going into air. And it's breaking down barriers. I guess the last time was when the Mongols came in and separated all the tribes. But what's happening now is that we're going to be lighter and more technological and more, not so in ways. 2020 is so intense, and it's still going on. The most important thing is to remember is that it's a friendly universe, and that there's a purpose, and that there's a greater good happening. And even though as we go through the death throes of the old regime, and we're feeling squeezed in this birth canal, Remember to keep your spiritual practices up. Be a goddess warrior on the hero's journey. Love and have intention and purpose and presence. And this way we can connect with our divine nature and be the best we can be. I thank you for listening to me. And I ask that you share this and like it and help me spread the wisdom of the goddess warrior. Blessings. Have a great solar eclipse season. Eclipse seasons. Bye.